in a secret base above the Arctic Circle, and then we'll very quickly start to spin in all sorts of strange and mysterious and hopefully compelling directions.
And when can we expect to see it?
Helix right now, we're going to be airing in January. I don't know if that's set in stone yet, but we start shooting a week from tomorrow. So we start on the 28th, and we'll hopefully be on the air in January.
What else can you tell us about?
Well, we're very excited about our cast, which has just come together really in the last week, which is good since we started shooting. We have Billy Campbell as our lead, playing Dr. Alan Farragut. Really such a great actor and a great role for him too, we think. This very kind of mysterious man who, comes to the space to try and solve this outbreak. And then the other casting news we just got today was about Hiroyuki Sanada, who is going to play our antagonist, Dr. Hiroshi Ataki, who is kind of, Billy will have met his match up there. And so that's really exciting for us because we've been circling the casting of these parts for months now and trying to just get people lined up, and it all has come together in the last week. So very excited about that. And then we hope we're going to be able to deliver a show that is really exciting, really a thrill ride, not in a traditional sense, and also have some good mystery. I mean, the shows I love and the shows that I have worked on are all about big deep mysteries and trying to unpack those and tease people and keep them around and going, what does that mean? And playing along with the show as well. And we really want to try to tap into that.
Now, I feel like a lot of kind of procedural type shows, you end up being handed a lot of information and clues rather than trying to figure it out.
Right.
Is this going to be more engaging for people where they can kind of try
Absolutely.
and solve things on their own?
Absolutely. And we're going to try to keep a lot of balls up in the air as to what this thing is. There's been a lot of references to The Thing and to Andromeda Strain, and there are many tropes in the genre that have been seen before, and so what we want to do is embrace those and take them in, and then really try to give them a hard spin and send them off in directions you would not expect. So our goal is to kind of take you on a ride, not the traditional one you expect. It's not Contagion, it's not Andromeda Strain. It starts off as one thing, and then we'll very quickly spin and become something else.
So what were the influences for Helix?
Cameron, who wrote the script, came up with a terrific kind of origination, an origination story for these characters and for the situation. And then we've just really had a ton of fun referencing some of those, referencing 2001, referencing The Shining, referencing Andromeda Strain. It's like, the Michael Crichton, Stephen King, Stanley Kubrick, those have been our references and the things that we're not trying to ape so much as we're trying to tell those same kind of intriguing stories that those people told.
Is there going to be an effort for some scientific credibility?
You know what? Yeah. No, we are a science fiction show, so we will definitely be going beyond what is scientifically possible for sure. But we're trying to keep it as real as possible. And sometimes, it comes down to silly things like, our folks will be wearing these Raycal suits, and they're dealing with this terrible virus, and now we're finding out that the suits are going to be really difficult to wear. They're going to be hot. We have a fan blowing inside. The dialogue's going to be hard to hear, and so we have to, story-wise, we have to go, okay, well, how do we do this to keep it believable and dangerous, and still allow our actors to breathe and not suffocate on set? So there's things like that we have to balance. But yes, we are consulting with doctors at the CDC, and we're trying to ground it as much as possible, given that it's going to go off in science fiction directions.
That's what I was wondering about, like the look of the show. So
Right.
You're talking about some of the costuming. So
Yes.
Anything more you can share about the look?
We're really going to try to. It is a kind of a hyper cool look. It's not going to be as realistic as, say, Contagion, where those were the actual Rayca, the biohazard suits that they wear, and then you look like an Oompa Loompa, kind of walking around with the things all big and puffed up. Ours will be cooler than that, but we're definitely not going for sex appeal in the suits. It's just we want something that's a little more kind of fits the style of the show. So we're kind of walking a line between what is absolutely scientifically real and kind of a hyper-realized version of that.
What do you foresee viewers will feel when watching Helix? Like stress?
I hope so.
You know,
Yeah, I hope it'll be scary.
suspense.
I hope it'll be scary and suspenseful. I hope they will be really intrigued by the mysteries, that it won't be like, I'm confused, what's going on? I mean, we're really trying to come up with stories and tell stories that that will intrigue people and keep them coming back and going, oh, whoa, did you see that? What was that? That thing in the corner? And we really want to play a lot with not spoon-feeding the audience every single clue and shot in the show. We've been given a lot of license by sci-fi to tell stories that are kind of murky and mysterious and not always be right up front about, we don't want you to miss this, make sure. So it's like the clue might be somewhere over here, and if you didn't catch it, you'd be like, what just, I got to rewind and I got to see what's going on there. So we really want to try to make the audience work, but really have them be aware and watch the show.
So
know what's
will
going
an
on.
audience member be able to figure out, per se, putting clues together episode after episode?
I hope they'll be able to put clues together, absolutely, and I hope they'll be wrong with most of where they think it's going, because I always play that game myself when I'm watching a serialized show. It's like, I know what's going to happen here, and then our goal is to take that expectation and flip it on its head, hopefully, and make you go, oh, that's great, I didn't see that happening. I thought it was going to be this one, and now it's that one. So that's our goal that we're trying to accomplish.
So it'll always be moving forward. It's not going to be so much like a Freak of the Week kind of
No,
show.
definitely not. It's a serialized show. There will be certainly, freaky things that you'll see, but it's definitely serialized, and 13 episodes, 13 days, and we're going to resolve as much as we can within those 13 days.
Somebody just licking their hands started this whole...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, you shouldn't have done that.
Are we gonna have a pretty hefty body count?
There will be dead people. Yes, there will be a hefty body count, and the manner of death is not so pleasant.
How about the
Yes.
guest stars?
We're talking about it. We are. We just got our main cast, so we're not really. But yes, we've talked about guest stars. It's certainly a possibility. We don't have anyone of note lined up yet to be able to talk about. But yes, we will have arcs with people, and guest casting is always a fun thing if you find the right person for the role. So yes, we're open to it for sure.
Are you guys only planning on doing like 13 episodes, or do you have like an overall arc?
No, we have a multiple season arc, but we really want to try to shake it up too. And the first, what I can tell you is the first season is all set in the Arctic, and we'll be inside the space. And in our minds, anyway, the second season is not. And so we really want to be able to take the show, kind of spin it and reinvent it, and take it to a different place. And it's not going to be at the same base in the Arctic the
Does
entire.
that mean different characters altogether, or will there be
No,
returning people?
no returning people for sure. Some new characters, some returning characters, but to really take the look of the show and the location and completely go off in a new direction, which we think could be kind of fun. So it's not quite as standalone as an American Horror Story, where they take the actors and recast them and go to a new location. But we really want to, make you go in season 2. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.